Jack Daniels could do very nice. I need it, maybe I need iced tea. Can I ice my knuckles after the last fight? I realize that it ain't easy. That's why I do man get tipsy. Bouncing out of the bar at 4 o'clock in the morning. Who's gonna take me to school when I keep breaking my home? They say I wasn't good enough. That's why I'm drinking all the time. Alcohol's nice. Maybe I can see a crack of pink. I just want to see it clear.
Thank you, brother, so much.
Stop the clocks, it's amazing. You should see the way the light dances off your hair. A million colors of hazel, golden and red. Saturday morning is fading. The sun's reflected by the coffee in your hand. My eyes are caught in your gaze all over again. We were left drunk, waiting on a miracle, trying to find ourselves in the snow. So alone in love, like the world had disappeared. Oh, I won't be silent and I won't let go. I will hold on tight until the afterglow, and we'll burn so bright until the darkness is softly clear. Oh, I will hold on to the afterglow. Oh, I will hold on to the afterglow. The weather outside's changing. The leaves are buried under 6 inches of white. The radio is playing iron and wine. This is a new dimension. This is a level where we're losing track of time. I'm holding nothing against it except you and I. We were left drunk, waiting on a miracle, trying to find ourselves in the winter snow. So alone in love, like the world had disappeared. Oh, I won't be silent and I won't let go. I will hold on tight until the afterglow, and we'll burn so bright till the darkness softly clears. Oh, I will hold on to the afterglow. Oh, I will hold on to the afterglow. Oh, I will hold on to the afterglow.
Oh yeah, we're right back up on this. Aaron Sorkin is an Oscar award-winning playwright and script legend, very famous for writing the play titled A Few Good Men. Sorkin is often described as being a wordplay assassin, much like Tupac or Eminem. He has a way of twisting words in ways you can't imagine. Dialogue really is his best friend, and he builds it in a way that is fascinating and far from monotonous. for his script for the highly acclaimed social media biopic titled Social Network. Soken finally won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay, but it was a long time coming, hey. Far from his best work, certainly, but sometimes the universe decides for you to wait and wait until you finally get what you deserve. But then again, Matt Damon won the award in his first try, but then it took Soken years and years. Now let that soak in, and don't ask why. It soaked in the wounds of Hollywood. Not everything is as it should be. A lot of politics behind every movie and its ability to generate popularity. But let's take a rewind to 1980 something. Aaron Sorkin just finished scripting A Few Good Men, a play that was so compelling that it caught the attention of Hollywood legend Rob Reiner, who at the time was famous for making the smash hit titled Stand By Me. Rob Reiner hired Sorkin as writer for an absorbing legal drama about actual events that happened between a Marine and his colleagues at the Guantanamo Bay. The film was full of so much praise, acclaim, but also controversy, such that the American Army wanted to sue Hollywood for painting them in a light that isn't good. Aaron Sorkin had a conversation with his sister, Deborah Sorkin, that ultimately led to the making of A Few Good Men. In the famous phone conversation, Deborah said she was covering a story about the death of an American soldier on Guantanamo Bay. The soldier was said to have been beaten and assaulted to death by 10 of his colleagues. The poor man was a victim of what is now called a gagging accident. In the middle of the night, 10 soldiers assaulted him, tying him up, beating him up before suffocating him with a pillow laced with gasoline. Oh my God. The man started choking, provoking an immediate reaction from the gentleman. He began bleeding before falling unconscious. The men immediately responded by taking him to a doctor. By the time he was admitted, it was already too late. The man passed on as the doctor was unable to resuscitate him back to life. They later tried to cover it up as a suicide, but it was clear assault was the reason he died. Later information was revealed that the victim who was killed was assassinated because he bravely wanted to reveal the unjust treatment of American soldiers on that barracks. The man claimed that he was repeatedly poisoned and requested the government to order his deployment away from the men that he believed really hated him. After his continuous failures, the man filed a lawsuit citing his fear that his life was in danger. Nobody listened until it was too late. A strategy called Code Red was instigated by all of his sergeants. They wanted to teach him a lesson, and so they punished him until his eventual tragic death. The events narrated are what served as inspiration for Aaron Sorkin's script. Rob Reiner worked with him to bring to life this grim picture about the military's mishaps. An ensemble cast of actors were hired to reveal the haunting chapters. Hollywood legend Tom Cruise, Golden Globe winning actress Demi Moore, multiple Academy Award winning icon Jack Nicholson, Hollow Man star Kevin Bacon, and award winning man of action and star of 24 Kiefer Sutherland made up this movie to be super grand. In the story, we see the happenings in court between the defendants of the people who were accused of murdering the poor Marine and those who are looking to just send them off to prison. A plot is uncovered, and before we know it, not just the people who are involved in the murder, but the bosses of those people end up charged with murder. It's gripping. It's a debate for the ages. The famous closing image where we see Tom Cruise trying to get information out of Jack Nicholson is regarded one of the greatest scenes ever seen on television. You can't handle the truth. Amazing. John Grisham is one of the best-selling novelists of all time, with a heavy list of multiple best-selling novels that have later been turned into movies. Grisham is surely a great American story. His background in law helped him create a world of his own, citing the need for justice and morality as motivation for his remarkable storytelling. John Grisham is nothing short of a real-life He-Man. His stories give us many lessons, perhaps a reason why I was such an addict to detective law-based storytelling back in school, the Hardy Boys, and John Grisham's tales were amazing. In 1995, John Grisham wrote The Rainmaker, The Rainmaker, and later a movie version would be made, starring an ensemble featuring none other than Matt Damon, Danny DeVito, Mickey Rourke, Claire Danes, and John Voight. The movie proved pivotal, helping launch the career of a young, promising Matt Damon, who would also go on to write and star in Good Will Hunting, earning him an Academy Award for his writing. Okay, come to think about it, Good Will Hunting was a masterpiece. If Matt Damon wrote that, then he was deserving of an Oscar at least. Okay, perhaps a lack of marketing plus a very complicated script made The Rainmaker, on the other hand, unbecoming at the box office. It was bombing, only able to produce 45 million. Regardless of that, the whole venture was very fulfilling. Sometimes it's not just for entertainment, but for showing the world that there is meaning in fighting for justice. The Rainmaker is a story about a brilliant lawyer who gains fame and favor after being able to win impossible settlements for his clients. He's thus termed a rainmaker because he creates rain, he makes it rain. Out of nothing. He has the Midas touch, and yet he doesn't make a fuss. When he is hired to represent a poor family, things don't look up for him. To help them, he has to do some uncovering of $40 million embezzlement scheme. Oh my God. The family needed their insurance company to cover an expensive bone marrow operation for their ill son, but their claim illegally kept getting rejected again and again, leaving the family in a state of desperation. They are dejected, depressed. Rookie lawyer Rudy is desperate to help their plea. He soon uncovers a scheme by the insurance company to withhold the insurance claims from deserving men and women. And so with the help of Rudy, the family sues the insurance company and manages to win over $50 million in damages. Can you imagine? The amount is a blessing, but then the company ends up rejecting the ruling. They file for bankruptcy and end up getting closed down just to avoid paying the huge fee. The victory is bittersweet for the family as they end up without a penny. They, however, are happy because they managed to get a corrupt, riddled company off the streets. In 2025, The Rainmaker was revived. The TV show was produced. So far, every episode is going good. You gotta watch it and enjoy the unfolding. The show is golden.
We do not surrender at this firm.
You look like you have an opinion.
Don't.
I got fired.
Why can't you back away from a fight?
I screwed up. It's over. I do know a law firm looking to hire. You know, it used to be a taco hut.
You don't say.
Bruiser is the best lawyer I know.
So, Leo fired you on your first day.
Oh, Daddy.
You start Monday. This bruiser.
She said you're undisciplined. You lost your first job because you always come in hotter than blazes.
Jeez, Mom. Don't hold back.
We represent people on the worst day of their lives.
That hospital, North City, they're lying. They killed my boy.
Let us help you.
This is an important hearing. If we don't get this, we're boned.
Solid pep talk. I'm gonna take a whiz.
This is a big case. We're going against the biggest firm in the state.
What happens when Leo finds out that my boyfriend is doing his prize client?
Are you going to be loyal to this firm, no matter what?
We need to drop this case.
Or what?
Mr. Barrett, I look forward to some more friendly sparring.
I knew this kid was a natural.
Aren't you curious about what's going on here? His client is guilty of criminal conspiracy. This isn't a negligence suit. It's murder. Question is, how high up does it go?
If you want to screw the people who screwed our client, what are you willing to do to be a rainmaker?
Donnie Ray Black was murdered. They knew about it. They covered it up.
Oh, we've only just begun, my friend.
This road ends at a loss for you.
What we do here is a blood sport.
You sure you're ready for this?
No?
That's the smartest thing you've said yet.
The Rainmaker, the new series premieres August 15th on USA.